Thank you for ordering with Moe Moe and for ordering a terrace stand. So I'm just going to show you quickly how to put it all together, and as you watch you can do it on your own and possibly pause whenever you need to just to catch up. So I'll try to go slow, but your order should have come with 10 individual pieces. It should have come with 2 of the side triangles that mirror each other when you hold them up, and those become the sides of your terrace stand. There's also the bottom piece, which fits into the notches here on the sides. So this becomes the bottom front facing part of the stand that says Moe Moe. Then there's 2 that are the same that become the front facing pieces here and here. And then there's the last top piece that's the back of the stand that fits into the top notches up at the top. Then the last 3 pieces are the bottom of the shelf. So it slides into your triangle's notch here. There's one at the bottom that's the largest, and it will just slide in like that. And then you have a medium one for the middle shelf, and then the smallest goes in at the top. So that's your 10 pieces, and I'll go ahead and put it together with you. So if you take the 2 triangle pieces with the biggest bottom away from you, the notches facing each other, you'll start by putting in the bottom of the shelf into the slits in the side. So you'll take the big piece, this one, it has 2 notches in it, and you can start by putting it in one side, and this will just make it stable for the rest of your assembly. So you can put it in and slide that in, and just before it gets to the bottom, before this line reaches the top, you'll slip in the front. So I'll pause and just show you what this is looking like from a different angle so you can get what's happening. But the top is the small triangle portion where it gets smaller, and then the wider is the base. So if you were to hold it up, this would be the front, this becomes the bottom, and you just slit these little outer edges into the notches at the bottom. And then you'll see, once you do that with Moe Moe facing outwards, that there's a little slit that when you push the bottom of the shelf in, it'll fit right into that edge. And when you do that, that makes it so the jewelry doesn't fall behind the shelf. It just keeps it sitting on the shelf nicely. And it's helpful to assemble it all on a really flat surface, so that way it doesn't become uneven. So once that piece is in, then you start with the middle base of your shelf, and that will slit into the back. So again, you can flip it over, sliding that middle one in, and before it gets to the front again, grab your one of 2 middle pieces. And so it has these 2 outer notches that stick in with this slit. The slit faces inwards, and that will align with the base of that shelf again. So you can start by putting one side in, and then the next. So now that you have this second piece in line in the front, you can finish pushing the bottom of this middle shelf into that groove in the back. That's done. And again, you'll line up the second of those pieces with the groove facing the back, and then you can put in the next. So it'll just kind of pop into place like that. And then you'll take your smallest piece and start to slide that in. But before it gets in all the way, you need wiggle room here at the top so that you can fit the last piece in. And this one can be tricky because it looks like these little bumps are about even, but you want this to be with the higher end at the top so that it sticks out. Otherwise, if you try to fit these little notches in to the grooves, it won't line up properly. So just make sure when you do it, don't force it, it should line up. So just flip it the other way, pop that into the top, and slide the top of the base into your grooves. and then it's all done, and it should only take you a few minutes, maybe the second time or third, but that's what it looks like when it's all done.